Hello and welcome to Everything To Guppy, the podcast where we talk about every single item, every single enemy, every single everything in the Binding of Isaac. I'm William Hughes, and I'm joined, as always, by a guy who's a little horny. He's a little horny. Gary Butterfield.
Just from time to time.
Yeah, he used to believe in science! Exclamation point. Now he don't.
I think that I used to probably have a higher than average sex drive, and now I think I have an average sex drive.
Interesting.
So now I'm just like a regular horny.
Congratulations on joining the rest of us.
It could
not me.
be the antidepressants.
What?
It could be the antidepressants affecting my sex drive.
Boy, Gary, I looked at the side effects on I'm a balding man. I have male pattern baldness, and it's pretty significant. I did look at Propecia because I'm like, Propecia is one of those things where all it can do is like prevent it from getting worse. Mm-hmm. The side effects on that stuff are like your dick will fall off.
Ah, jeez.
Like it's all like, oh, this could make you impotent, and it might not go away after you stop taking it.
That could have saved me some grief.
Yeah,
I didn't want to lose any more here. I could have just went the Propecia route.
Dear Jesus, please make Gary impotent.
Through the power of prayer, Christian Science vasectomies.
Christian
in the
Science.
But hey, good segue.
Thank you, Gary. Even though that's no longer the description on this item.
No, well, I mean, it made no sense for it to be the description before either.
It did. Was it a fucking? I'm looking down what the joke here was supposed to be. I still don't know.
Yeah, I got no idea. This is a little horn.
Yeah.
A very good passive that is more fun now.
Yes. I will say, if any of this content sounds familiar, it's because we used Little Horn as like a big example of stuff on the Repentance episode.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I now recall that. But here it is in real life.
This is Dan in real life.
Yeah. Put it on my tab. A movie I actually saw, even though I also know that's an AV Club joke. So,
I mean, it was a long running, Sean O'Neill joke was, Dan in real life too. His screenplay for it. The late lamented, Sean O'Neill, who's not dead, but did leave the AV Club, and boy, howdy, do I hear about it.
Pursuing his dreams of making Dan in real life too.
Yeah.
Dan in virtual world. Dan in
hey
heaven,
folks,
Dan
if
in
you
hell.
ever read a newswire, you think, boy, it'd be funnier if Sean had written this. I fucking agree. I'm right there with you.
People
folks.
are so fucking mean. I hate that actually. I mean, I know I'm not trying to open a Pandora's box of like real feelings on this show, but I hate it when people say shit like that to you. It makes me so mad. Like, what a douchebag thing to say. Like, the entire AV Club parasocial, like, peanut gallery shit that you guys have makes me so mad.
It's a complicated situation that was fostered by many years of being a community-focused website, and then that stopped because of business reasons.
Well, they can move on. Them not dealing with their shit shouldn't be your problem.
We can all move on. I will say I did do a joke that legitimately cracked my shit up this week, where there was that John Steinbeck
Can you say it in
novel.
Sean O'Neill voice for me?
Man, it's been a while since I've talked to Sean, so it just kind of sound like dour, but also like you're the most sarcastically funny person in the room. I'm just gonna do it in my voice.
No, do it in his voice, please.
Gary, I don't think I want to.
Okay. Can you do it in Quagmire's voice?
Sure, Gary. Gary, this joke requires too much setup for this much English to be put on the ball. Let's move on with our lives. Folks, don't play this episode for people either. Or my bosses.
Or Sean.
Don't play this episode for yourself. Move on.
Yeah. Giggity.
Giggity.
It's our famous catchphrase, giggity.
Our famous sign off. A giggity.
Do we even need to say what this did? Because we said what it did a lot during that Repentance special.
You fire a bullet that will instantly kill enemies. It used to just melt them. Now it causes a hand to reach up and grab them. If it hits a boss, it will do a ton of damage in the form of Big Horn's hand coming up to smack them. This item is a reference to both Little Horn and Big Horn, the bosses.
It's great.
It's
also,
it looks so good. It's so useful. It's very good. Like, I know this is basically what Euthanasia does too, but
yeah. I didn't know this gave you contact damage.
Oh, I didn't know that either, Gary.
Yeah, you ram people with your horn now. If you hit them, you do 3.5 damage to them.
Oh, I mean, it'll also still hurt you, but
Yeah, it's nothing, but it's just like a nice little grace note.
yeah, because you have a little rhinoceros horn.
Yeah, beautiful. Just beautiful, good item. If you like this show, head on over to patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.
Yeah, /Duckfeed.tv. Thanks to everybody who donated to the Palestine stream.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I forgot. This is the first time we're recording past that. Yeah, thanks, everybody. That was fun. And also, it felt good to raise a little money.
Not a little money, Gary. You raised $1,600.
I know, but we could always do better. You know how my brain works, man.
I know. I'm trying to... the ways I'm trying to change Gary Butterfield. Accepting the good he does in the world and accepting that Mrs. Shenanler Bong is a funny Friends joke.
No, see, you're halfway there.
Gary, I can't do something that's all good or else I'm
there
the
two
fucking
wolves
sentry,
inside you.
I'm the fucking sentry. I gotta do some evil or else the void comes out.
Well, thank you for putting that in terms I understand.
You're welcome, Gary.
Because I don't hate the sentry as much as many Marvel fans do. Did you know that he's like legendarily unpopular? People fucking hate the Sentry.
Well, yeah, because introducing someone with Superman level power levels into Marvel.
Yeah.
And then having him both be the Deus Ex Machina and the Deus Ex Diablos, to use TV Tropes framing, gets a little rough if Brian Michael Bendis does it like 5 times in a row in his big events. That's
the bummer part of it, because the initial comic the Paul Jenkins comic is kind of fun.
The initial concept is very good.
Yeah.
But it's too cool in a way, and it doesn't, like, they created a character to be both the perfect antagonist and the perfect hero.
Yeah.
And that doesn't exist in a living comic book universe.
No, it's something that I think that better writers would have done better things with and then would have retired or killed off.
Yeah.
I put the blame on Bendis.
Basically, Jenkins like kills him off at the end of that first run.
Yeah. Also, Paul Jenkins, like, really, really good Inhumans comic from the late 90s.
Oh,
it's like way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like a modern comic, but it came out in like 1998.
If you want good Sentry comics, there's also that The Age of the Sentry, which is like a Silver Age throwback thing. That's a really fun comic. What is that? Colleen Coover doing the art, I think?
Yeah. Yep. That is super fun. And this has been Days of Future Cast.
I'm Jeremy Greer.
And I'm Jeremy Greer as well.
This is the podcast where 2 Jeremy Greers are charming.
Yeah. Good night.
Giggity.
Oh, yeah. Giggity.
Oh, yes. Oh, hello.
Yes.
Giggity.